After 60, something happens, slowly at first. The words on the page blur just a little more than they used to. You start holding the book closer, then farther. Faces in church, at the grocery store, across the dinner table. They don't look as familiar anymore. Maybe your eyes burn by late afternoon, or you squint just to read the pill bottle. It's frustrating, and for many, it's scary. But here's the truth. This isn't just getting older. It's not in your head. What's happening is real, and it starts deep inside your eye, in a paper-thin layer called the retina. That's where the sharp clarity, the color, everything begins. But the scary part? The retina doesn't feel pain. So the damage builds quietly, month after month, until one day, it's not just the words that fade. It's your confidence, your independence, and sometimes your joy. I've seen this up close. More times than I can count. Strong, sharp people who've lived full lives suddenly pulling back, skipping their favorite evening drives, avoiding group outings, staring at a blurry screen wondering, is this just how it ends? But let me be real with you. This decline isn't set in stone. You're not powerless. And believe it or not, the help your eyes need, it's not hiding in a pill or some expensive supplement. It's in your kitchen. There are 3 everyday vegetables. Yes, vegetables, loaded with powerful nutrients your aging eyes are begging for. These natural compounds can reduce inflammation, boost circulation to your retina, and help fight off the very things that lead to cataracts, blurry vision, and eye fatigue. So if you want to know exactly which vegetables these are and how to start using them in the simplest, most natural way, stick with me. Because your eyes deserve another shot, and so do you. 1. Spinach. Let's talk about one of the most powerful yet underrated foods you can eat to protect your eyes, especially after 60. I'm talking about spinach. Now, I get it. Spinach doesn't exactly scream excitement. It's not flashy, it doesn't have a long commercial on TV, and it probably doesn't take up much space in your grocery cart. But when it comes to eye health, especially the kind of vision problems that creep up quietly as we age, like cataracts, retinal damage, or just plain blurry sight, spinach is something truly special. This humble leafy green is packed with 2 nutrients your eyes absolutely love: lutein and zeaxanthin. These are natural plant compounds that your retina depends on to stay healthy. Think of them like little sunglasses that live inside your eyes. They help block out harmful blue light that comes from screens, sunlight, and even those bright indoor bulbs. They also help calm down inflammation and stress inside the eye, the same kind of stress that can lead to age-related eye diseases. The tricky part is, after age 60, your body doesn't absorb lutein and zeaxanthin as well as it used to. That means even if you're eating pretty healthy, your eyes might still be starving for the support they need. This is why so many older adults start noticing that their eyes feel tired all the time, or that everything looks a little more washed out, even when their glasses are brand new. The truth is, your retina might just be missing the nutrition it used to get naturally when you were younger. That's why I call spinach a retinal shield. It's like giving your eyes a backup team, something that quietly steps in and helps protect the most sensitive parts of your vision without needing prescriptions or supplements. And spinach isn't just about those eye-specific compounds. It also contains vitamin K, folate, and a gentle form of iron, all of which help feed and protect the tiny blood vessels that bring oxygen to your retina. When those blood vessels are healthy and strong, your entire eye works better. More blood flow means more healing, better clarity, and sharper focus. I've had patients who've made one small change, just adding spinach to a few meals each week. And within a month, they felt the difference. Their eyes didn't burn as much in the afternoon. They could read longer without needing a break. Some even said they were recognizing faces more clearly in low light. And no, this doesn't mean you need to start living on salad. That's the best part. Spinach is incredibly easy to slip into your normal meal. You can toss it into your morning eggs, stir it into some rice, mix it into a bowl of soup, or blend it into a smoothie with banana and almond milk. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to eat it every day. Just a few servings per week can give your retina the gentle help it's been missing. The goal isn't to overhaul your diet. It's to quietly support your body in the background with smart, simple choices. Because when you give your eyes the fuel they need, they can keep doing what they were built to do. Help you stay connected to the people, places, and moments that make life meaningful. So, if you've been noticing changes in your vision, even small ones, don't brush it off. Start small, start simple, and maybe start with spinach. 2. Carrots. Now let's talk about a vegetable that everyone's heard is good for the eyes, but hardly anyone truly understands why. Carrots. I know what you're thinking. Carrots? Really? That old advice? Yes, really. And honestly, if more people understood how much this simple food can help aging eyes, especially after 60, it would be flying off the shelves faster than any eye supplement out there. The magic in carrots comes from a nutrient called beta-carotene. That's what gives carrots their bright orange color. Inside your body, beta-carotene turns into vitamin A, and vitamin A is absolutely essential for keeping your eyes working the way they should. Most people don't know this, but vitamin A helps your eyes in 3 major ways. First, it keeps the front of your eye, called the cornea, clear and smooth, so light can pass through without distortion. Second, it helps your retina function properly, especially in low light. So if you've noticed you're struggling to see at night, or your eyes take longer to adjust in a dark room, that's a red flag your body might be low on vitamin A. And third, and this one's big, vitamin A helps your eyes stay moist. That natural tear film you used to take for granted, the one that kept your vision sharp and your eyes comfortable, it starts drying out as you get older. And that dryness can make your eyes feel gritty, tired, or even burn a little by late afternoon. I've had patients come in complaining of blurry vision, thinking they needed stronger glasses, when in reality, they just needed more moisture, and carrots helped fix that. One man in his early 70s, a book lover, told me he had to stop reading after dinner because his eyes would start to sting and the words would blur. We didn't change much. I simply suggested he add a half cup of cooked carrots to his dinner 3 or 4 times a week. Not raw carrots, not pills, just soft, steamed carrots with a little olive oil, or blended into soup. Within a few weeks, he came back smiling and told me he'd read through 2 whole novels without rubbing his eyes once. That's the power of giving your body what it's quietly been asking for. Now, you don't need to go overboard with carrots. You're not trying to turn orange, but a few servings a week can truly help restore comfort, clarity, and calm to your eyes, especially if you've been dealing with that tired, dried-out feeling that sneaks up in the late afternoon or evening. Cooked carrots work best because the body can absorb the beta-carotene more easily. But if you love raw carrots as a snack, that's okay too. Just try to mix in the cooked version when you can. You can roast them, steam them, mash them into soups, or blend them with a little ginger and orange juice for a refreshing smoothie. The key here is consistency, not perfection. Your eyes don't need a big dramatic change. They just need reliable, steady support. Carrots give you that in the simplest way possible, and without needing to spend money on expensive drops or complicated routines. So the next time you're building your plate, think about what your eyes might be craving. That splash of orange might be exactly what they need to stay clear, comfortable, and focused. Not just today, but for the years to come. 3. Broccoli. Now let's talk about the vegetable almost nobody gets excited about, but they should. It's broccoli. And before you roll your eyes, hear me out. If spinach protects your retina and carrots help restore moisture and clarity, then broccoli does something just as important. It fights the silent damage happening behind the scenes. After 60, one of the biggest threats to your eyesight isn't just dryness or weak glasses, it's inflammation. The kind you don't feel. The kind that slowly builds up inside the tissues of your eye and begins breaking things down without warning. That's where broccoli becomes your secret weapon. Broccoli is rich in a natural compound called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is like a trigger for your body's own built-in detox and repair system. It doesn't just bring antioxidants into the body, it actually turns on your body's ability to fight off cell damage on its own. That matters a lot when you're dealing with long-term, low-grade inflammation that leads to cataracts, retinal thinning, or just general visual fatigue that gets worse over time. The beauty of broccoli is that it helps your eyes not just cope with aging, but push back against it. It also contains lutein. Yes, the same eye-loving nutrient found in spinach, along with vitamin C and zinc, which help keep the tiny blood vessels in your eyes flexible and open. Good blood flow is everything. Without it, oxygen and nutrients can't reach the cells that keep your retina sharp and responsive. One of my favorite stories comes from a patient named Evelyn. She was 78, full of energy, loved baking, and sang in her church choir every week. But she told me something during a routine checkup that stopped me cold. I can't see the faces in the back row anymore. It wasn't that she was going blind. It was that the contrast in her vision, her ability to see fine detail, especially in low light, was fading. We didn't jump to prescriptions or fancy treatments. We simply added one thing: half a cup of steamed broccoli to her lunch twice a week. Just that, nothing more. A few weeks later, she came back with a quiet smile. "I'm still not perfect," she said, "but I can follow the choir lyrics again. I don't feel lost in the blur." That's what this is all about. Not curing vision overnight, but slowly bringing things back into focus and helping people stay connected to the life they love. Broccoli may not be flashy, but it's powerful. You can steam it, roast it, toss it into soups, or even use frozen broccoli if that's easier. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to show up on your plate now and then. Think of it as a quiet form of protection, working behind the scenes to keep inflammation low and your vision steady. A few servings a week, and you're helping your body build a defense system that matters more than most people realize. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. And honestly, your eyes will feel the difference. Maybe not overnight, but steadily over time, in ways that truly improve your comfort, your confidence, and your ability to enjoy the little moments around you. So, if broccoli has been missing from your meals, this is your sign to bring it back. Because when you give your body what it needs, especially after 60, it knows exactly what to do. So now you know, spinach, carrots, and broccoli aren't just healthy. They're powerful tools to protect your eyesight as you age. And the best part? You don't need a strict diet or big changes. Just a few small servings each week can make a real difference. Your body doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency. Little habits, repeated over time, can keep your vision clearer, longer. One of my patients once said, "I didn't change everything. I just added what I could." And that's the point. Healing doesn't always mean removing things. Sometimes it starts by gently adding what your body's been missing. If you're still here with me, thank you. That means you care. And caring is the first step to real change. It's not too late. So this week, just start with one meal, one small step. And if you're ready to keep going, watch this next video. It's made just for you.